I remember being extremely excited to hear that my speech was not until April, because this meant I could procrastinate, and procrastinate I did. I love to procrastinate, and as many of you may have observed, I've gotten quite good at it. From waiting till the very last minute to start writing my senior speech, to completing entire econ assignments right before Mr. Simmons sprints through the door for class. When you procrastinate, you often just get the bare minimum done. Although doing the bare minimum may make me sound kind of lazy, I am actually way lazier than you think. Sometimes my habit gets in the way of my success, but it has also helped me to better prepare myself and show me what really matters in life. I start every morning by eating a large bowl of procrastination. If you don't believe me, ask my sister. This year, she has had to wake me up for school, swimming, and lifting. And without her, I would have slept through all 12 of my alarms. Thank you, Lily. After I finally emerge from my slumber, I'm quick to get off the couch I call a bed, as I am usually already on track to being late for school. As soon as the day starts, I am a slave to procrastination. I begin the day by changing into my uniform at school, as I lack the motivation to do so before leaving home. This procrastination in the morning has ultimately resulted in hundreds of missed breakfasts, 2 totaled cars, and hours of missed lifting and swimming. These things could have all been prevented if I did not procrastinate as much as I did. However, as a wise man once said, that's the way she goes. Now, I don't miss those breakfasts or cars. Well, actually, that's a lie. I do miss the Volvo. But I wish I could take back the time I missed lifting and swimming. Looking back on it now, I would do anything to turn back the clock and spend one more day as a St. Thomas Academy swimmer. I started swimming as a freshman and only stopped once during my junior year. Our practices after school were supposed to start at 3:30, but I was often never in the pool until at least 3:40, and sometimes even later. I could often be found standing on the pool deck, prolonging the inevitable jump into the ice-cold pit we call a pool. I'll never forget that pit, or the memories we created in it. Thank you, John, for being exactly who you are, and thank you, brothers, for an amazing 4 years. Although the work we put in during the swim season is far from doing the least does have its advantages. For instance, I have a lot more free time than many of my peers who are consumed by hours of grueling homework while I wait until the last minute to start, often quite literally. When teachers say it's due tomorrow, then I do it tomorrow. Now, this free time could be spent doing something productive, like applying to colleges or finding scholarships, but I've found a much better way to spend it: doing nothing. Over the years, my ability to do nothing has drastically increased. I went from a chubby little freshman, terrified to turn in anything late or incomplete, to the senior you see before you today, who completes every assignment the period before it's due. Now, everything I have talked about has basically been me telling you how I finessed instead of stressed my way through high school. Unfortunately, life ain't all about the finessing. Procrastination goes hand in hand with priority. When you procrastinate, you have to prioritize. Prioritizing means doing what matters most before doing your homework. Whether it's just playing with my dog Johnsky, hooping with my friend Nash, or FaceTime my friends Ava and Sam, I will do just about anything to put off my homework. Although these things may not seem important, all 4 of these figures have played major roles in developing who I am today, and I want to say thank you. Procrastination has taught me what really matters in life by forcing me to efficiently manage my time and energy. This year, I truly learned the value of time. Even though I would do my econ assignments right before class started, I still picked up a few things from Mr. Simmons. Opportunity cost is defined as the loss of potential gain from other alternatives when one alternative is chosen. Essentially, you are asking yourself, why is something worth doing? Why is it worth your time? What do you gain from using this time? What are you missing out on if you commit yourself to spend your time in a certain way? These questions, along with a few others, have taught me to live more in the moment and spend my time doing what I enjoy. I implore you to ask yourself these or similar questions to find out what makes you happy and what you enjoy. But you can do that later. In closing, everything mentioned in my speech would not have been made possible without my parents. They wrote the whole thing. Just kidding, but I truly am thankful for everything you two have given me. Without you, I would not have been able to go to the schools I've gone to, made the friends I've made, or accomplished the things that I have. Even with everything I've done, you continue to be the most loving and supporting parents I could ever ask for. Without you, none of this could have been possible. So thank you, Mom and Dad. I love you.